this video, this will be part 2 of the flow drill that we did in the previous video. So this is probably going to be broken down in 2 videos now because there's a lot of detail going into the actual techniques of it all. So we'll start where we ended up in safety. So remember, the whole goal is to get your students to learn this, flow with it, get it down. Sometimes when we teach it, we'll just teach one little detail of it and then get them just to flow through the rest so you can kind of break it up that way. So we start with safety, right? I want to make sure I'm controlling his biceps. I could either cup this way. Sometimes you can come up underneath here and cup. You just want to make sure that your elbow is tight to his hip here, because if I leave my elbow out like this, he can repumble. We're going to end up playing a game here this way. So I want to elbows in, head down. From there now, I'm going to work my way up into where we call posture. So when I get to posture, I want to make sure my head's looking up, so I keep my spine looking towards the ceiling. I don't want my head down like this. It's going to be easy for him just to pull me forward when my spine's looking this way down. So head up, spine's nice and straight. Now I like to float my hands. All right, I'm not big into gripping here. That's a possibility. I like to more float. All right, so as I'm doing this, I'm just gonna look down for a second. So I'm floating the hands. I'm gonna reach over and eventually grab the gi on the side here, okay? When I'm here, I'm trying to grab right by his hip. So this is gonna be going into a guard break now. I grab by the hip. I keep my arm nice and flat. I'm not driving my elbow in because I don't wanna pull the hip up. I actually wanna push the hip to the floor. So I'm driving his hip because I'm trying to split his hips this way. So I keep my forearm nice and tight. I grab the pants, drive like I'm trying to punch the floor without using elbow pressure. From here now, I'm gonna hip up just to put a little extra pressure on his hip, on his feet and hips and everything. And then from there, once I feel I'm secure enough to do this, I slide this arm straight back and then I shift my leg open to break his hips. So from this side, so I got up, so safety. I work my way up, head up. I reach in to get this grip right by his hip, arm nice and flat. I'm driving like I'm punching the floor. From here, I bring this one straight back, right onto his leg. I don't want to leave this out. So again, he can reach in, break my posture. This is back. Once I start to split his hips like this, I open up and then I keep this pressure with the forearm, not the elbow. Again, I don't want to lift his hip. If I do my elbow, I lift his hip. I use the forearm. And from there, I just come right in to what we call combat base. Okay? Now from there, we're going to stand up. He puts the feet on the hips. And then we're going to get our grips. Okay? I'm going to hip in. All I do is when he starts to push back, just toss his legs off to the side. I like to put the pressure right on the thigh here. And then this way I have control. Also control his leg over here. Then I step, he drops the leg, and we bring this right into knee on belly. And from here, we can come down. I push this leg down, and then we end up in side control. Okay, whatever rips you want to work on for all of that. So again, one more time. So we're here, safety. I work my way up to posture. Now this could be a battle. He could be grabbing my gi, he could be fighting here. You could work a whole drill just off this. We posture up, I get my grip in the pants, forearm tight, head up, hip up a little bit, slide this back, split them open, come up into my combat. I come up here, I can cup underneath. Usually we like to teach them just to learn the grips at first. Hip in, toss the legs off to the side, control his thigh right here. As soon as he drops that down, I bring this knee on belly. We call this a pry bar. So I bring this pry bar in just to control his head so he can't turn into me. Push his leg down, and then I work this right into side control. Okay, so that's the first piece, like the first half of it. The second video will be on going from side control to mount, and then adding the UPA in there. And then that's the whole flow drill, and you can break it down in different pieces again, or just have them flow through it just to get the whole routine down. Cool, if you guys like that, if you do, just follow us for Self Defense Academy. Thanks.